For all your TCG needs, make sure to check out alphatradingcardgames.com. What's good, everybody? It's Sabro54. To nobody's surprise, I couldn't get what's needed to show a proper deck from Lost Origin. Lost Origin is out right now, but I did manage to get these Slakings from the Pokemon Go set. This is possibly my favorite card from that set because I love the Slaking line so much. And this is a pretty cool card with the heavy impact attack, 260 damage. It's going to be pretty strong if we can make it work. Of course, what's going to hold this Pokemon back is the kind of lazy ability. So if you are exactly 2, 4, or 6 prizes, you can attack. Slaking always has to have something like this to sort of screw it over. But the good news is we can use a stadium, this path to the peak, that's going to get rid of our annoying ability and basically get rid of our opponent's good abilities too. So it works out. So I decided, since I managed to get these cards, finally, I'm going to show you guys a deck with Slaking V here and the Coalossal line. You could definitely use this deck in Expanded with something like Porygon Z and utilize stuff like the powerful colorless energies and DCs, and this guy becomes even more dangerous. He can get big one-hit knockouts and even VMAXs with the right support. But because I'm tired of Expanded and because that format is just too broken, I decided to just show you guys this deck in the standard format. And you can definitely power this guy up with either Coalossal, or you can even use something like the Rillaboom from the base Certain Shield set. I think that's where it came from, right? Yeah. Getting grass energies from the deck. So this is what this deck is gonna be about basically. So a main attacker, Slaking, 260, really good, and with the choice belt on, the one tech choice belt, we can even get OHKOs on V stars, which is really awesome. Killing off things like Arceus and Palkia and any other V star. That's good stuff. Okay. And next up we got some backup attackers too, Rhyperior V and Entei V. Basically, this guy's going to give me the fire coverage, and Fleet Flooded is a good ability too, giving me a little bit of draw power. And then Rhyperior is probably the best fighting Pokemon that I can think of. That's going to dish out a lot of damage with the fighting type. There's also the Lucario with that early attack, 60 for 1 basically, 40 and 20 on the bench, and then 180 for 3. That's faster, but this guy has more HP, and it's just easier to pull off. Powering them up. The thing is with the Coalossal line here, Tar Generator, it's an awesome ability on a very cool Pokemon, but you can't get two of the same type of energy. You have to get a fire and a fighting together. Otherwise, you're only going to get one of each, one of one kind, what I'm trying to say. So this is why we got to have a blend of these energies in the Discapal, and we need flexible attackers. Like this Tyranitar, he only needs one fighting energy, the rest can be anything. So he doesn't care using fire energies. And Entei, he just needs one fire energy. The other can be anything else. It's just a cheap energy cost, a great Pokemon. So just good Pokemon to use for a deck like this. Now the Coalossal line is 4 and 3 basically, usually typical of me. I got this promo here and two of the regular ones from Rebel Clash. I do the one Carcoal. I do this one from what the hell was this set? Is this from Darkness Ablaze? Maybe. Let me just check. Yeah, it's from Darkness Ablaze, this one. But 100 HP, 50 for 3, and then 100 damage too. Maybe it can come up. You never know. And then the basic one. This one is from Rebel Clash, 70 HP, and does 1 for 10. You don't really have a lot of options. I think this one is the better one from the other one basically. And that's it. And then Crobat V for draw power, necessary in this deck. It's going to heavily conflict with Path to the Peak, but it's just much needed. There isn't anything I can really replace Crobat V for this deck. I mean, we need that extra draw power, especially because I'm maxed out with the quick balls and even have an ultra ball here. So that's 5 targets. We're usually going to be seeing Crobat V early game, turn 1, turn 2, if it doesn't get prized, if I'm that unlucky. So it has to be, and it just gives me a little bit of that extra speed to get us going in the beginning. And there's no other Pokemon quite like it. I wish there was like a good regular Pokemon that could give us at least not as good of an effect because this is a rule box Pokemon, but something close at least. Something, I guess. Maybe just play this and draw 3 cards, straight draw, whatever, something. But we don't have anything like that. So I gotta take the risk and just run it with Path to the Peak. It is pretty annoying because I have to max out Path to the Peak. It's not like I'm running, 2 or 3 copies and maybe we won't see them together sort of thing, and then it's not going to clock. But with 4 of them, there is that chance you're going to see maybe 2 together, and then you can't play them down and play Crobat to draw cards, so it kind of messes up your hand thing, you could say. It can just get in the way, what I'm trying to say. I don't know if this makes sense, but it can get in the way with Crobat V, but we don't really have much choice. Anyway, speaking of the balls, I guess, max out the quick ball, max out the ultra ball. We need discard outlets in this deck. It's better than the Rillaboom in the sense that we can just fetch the energies and discard them, and then it's almost like the effects of quick ball and ultra ball are sort of free. So that's pretty good. Get them from the discard pile. Good shit. I guess technically, now that I think about it, you could even just try the strategy with Fluffy, maybe, but yeah, probably not worth it. Might as well use Rayquaza or something at that point. I got 1 level ball to get some of the small guys, 4 targets. I got 1 of the evolution incense to get 1 of the evolution Pokemon. Coalossal, standard consistency stuff. Ultra Ball is gonna do the same as well. Get anything. I got the double energy search. Wish this was Professor's letter, but the point of this is to search the energies in hand, dump them with quick balls. Always have the right energies to attach. Just necessary. Deck thinner card, search a card. The Yu-Gi-Oh player in me likes cards like these. Okay. And then we got the 4 Rare Candy standard. It's running a stage 2. You need this. Double switch, switching outlets, a few of them, because we got some big ass retreat Pokemon. I mean, pretty much everybody, to be honest. Like, I wish there was Heavy Ball in the standard format because we could have really exploited it in this deck. This guy, big retreat. This dude, not this dude, but Entei. I mean, this dude. It's just almost everybody, pretty much. Got the tech tool scrapper as well. Just 1 tech card. Get rid of tools. What else? The choice build. Excuse me. I do apologize. Choice build is, I already touched upon it. Tech only got space for 1. Can't overdo it. Otherwise, we're just going to be bricking even more than we can brick. But if you just time this at the right time, play it down, surprise your opponent on Slaking, and then just get that big attack. If you can get that 1 hit KO and a fresh V-Star, you did your job, whatever happens afterwards. So that's the point. I mean, it can obviously help Entei and even this dude as well, but you kind of have to be careful how you're going to play it. Just skillful play, as always. And basically, I mean, that about covers it. All that's left is the supporters. Standard supporters, max out the Marnie, do triple of Oak because it's a discard outlet. It really sucks if you're going to have to discard shit like this guy. I don't even have any like Pokemon recovery in this deck. I decided to go all out for consistency. No ordinary rod, no extra shit like that. So it can be a bit of a pain. I mean, it's extremely possible for you to like open 2 of this guy, let's say, and then your only supporter is Oak, and then you're fucked no matter what you do. Whether you go for it, whether you don't go for it. It's a pain, but hopefully we don't get that unlucky in the matches. The 1 Skyla, great as always. Schoolgirl, another solid supporter alike in the standard format. Just a solid straight 4. And the good thing about this deck is that all of my main attackers are 2 prize Pokemon, so even if your opponent does, like, you get to use it when your opponent gets their first attack after their first major attack. If it's going to be one of the 2 prize Pokemon dying, then you're going to be at 4, so you can still draw 4. So it's pretty good. So that's good. And then some tech supporter cards to help us out a little bit, because we don't have stuff like Anne and Cynthia in standard, unfortunately. We do have Copycat, though, which is a close copy, you could say. Can be a decent card with big ass hand. If your opponent has a big ass hand of cards. And then the Cynthia's Ambition could be good, getting that bonus drawn to have 8, like the old Lily. And Boss's Orders, the one good tech to win you games, hopefully at the right time. Max out Path to the Peak, you don't have a choice. You gotta go for this so that you can always ensure, or try to ensure, Slaking is gonna work. Basically be able to attack. Now, you gotta keep in mind, it's not like he absolutely needs the stadium to attack. If your opponent is at an odd number of prizes, then you can attack. But usually that's not going to be the case. It's possible, but usually it's not going to be the case. So that's why it's important to max out Path to the Peak. That's about it. I think 4 copies. I mean, we don't have anything else that's going to negate abilities. In Expanded, you could use something like Silent Lap too, if you wanted to. It wouldn't be bad. It's going to shut down Entei too, but it's still worth it to use this card. I like the high HP, Burning Rondo, easy to use attack. It's good shit. I used to run like Ninetales in a deck like this, Ninetales V, and aesthetically I do prefer that card, but this guy's just much better. Gotta admit that. Alright. And that's basically the deck. The rest of the energies is just going to be 6 fighting, 6 fire, just even numbers, so that hopefully we... the Disco Pile is going to reflect that as well. Have even numbers. Have both of them in the Disco Pile, so that we can grab 2 every time we use this guy's ability. And that's the point. Just grabbing 2 instead of 1. So this is the deck profile, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I always do feel disappointed when I can't get the hot decks for you guys when the new set comes out, but I'm just really stubborn with my policy. I don't want to buy like new sets, and even if I could, like even if I wanted to, if I was gonna just burn the 130 euros or something, and even more by now, to get like a Lost Origin booster box, the damn problem is it was gonna take 2 weeks for them to ship it to me, like from Card Market, basically. So it'd be the same shit. I wouldn't be able to get like the hot shit day 1 when the set comes out. So we'll see. I did get some Lost Origin cards, of course. I did open some packs on TCG Online, but we still need a bunch of things if we're going to build any decks, any serious decks. So for now, hope you guys just enjoy Slaking V, because he is pretty cool. Alright, I'll see you guys on the matches. As always, leave a like if you like the video, share this with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the matches. Saber 054, Wasai!